All right.
Um,
All right.
I was looking at the Ninja Turtles, and it looks like there's only one commander deck for it, with all
Really?
4 turtles. They've got the like I don't know, companion, whatever that thing is, where you can have 2 commanders, so you can pick 2 of the turtles. So I don't know if we want to just get a couple of the same commander deck and run it, or what.
Is it going to be one turtle and then like Shredder and Baxter Stockman and a different deck? And
There is one deck, and the 4 turtles, you pick 2 of the 4 to be buddies, and that's who runs the deck. So I'm assuming you can pick any 2 of the 4, and you'll get the color combinations you need to play the deck. But I don't know. I've never seen one deck as the commander offering, but I'm only seeing the one deck listed on all the pre-sale stuff. It comes out in a month, or month and a half ish, March.
Yeah. It's interesting.
ever since you showed us, I keep seeing those lands that are painted.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah, it has like the name land, and it has the frame around the picture, and it says basic land, but it's a swamp at the top, and it has the thing, and then the rest of it's just like they continued the picture over the rest of the card. It's fucking cool looking.
Yeah,
But
I do like, even if it's not that one guy. Like, there's a bunch of them. Like, there's a whole group of them. I look. The only reason I go
there
on
were people
Facebook
that did that
sometimes
for
is because that's there.
yeah, there are people that did that for Pokemon cards. I remember seeing people, painting Pikachu, like putting them in a whole different background or something.
I mean, the best ones are where like they take the joke that's on the card and make it completely different. Like, I saw a couple of them that they did for the Chris Tucker character in Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Like, they did his whole like fully realistic looking thing on there, and yeah, there's a bunch of cool ideas with what people had with, if the card was a comment from a movie or something, they put stuff from the movie on there, and I don't know. I'm assuming, that guy, but I'm assuming most of them are well out of my budget. But
yeah, I did see there was one. It was my favorite land from I think it was Portal 2.
Okay.
Like, because Portal lands, the first Portal was when they introduced the instead of having tap, add, blah, it's just the mana symbol on the bottom.
Okay.
I think Portal 2, or maybe it was Unglued. I don't know. One of those, like, took that to
Probably
the
Unglued,
next. Yeah.
It's just a symbol, but it's a full art land.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unglued, we're still going for like $3 a land at times.
Yeah. So someone had taken revised lands.
Okay.
And done them like the unglued lands. They were $600 a land. And
I mean, they're saying they did 40 hours of work on most of those, so
yeah.
Well, they have to paint so thin, so they aren't.
Yeah,
you can't
that's
tell
the other
the
thing.
difference.
Like, you can't have a card be chunky, so they literally put it on so thin, like watching the time lapse.
Right. Like, maybe if I were a competitive Magic player, like I could wrap my brain around spending that. But man, that is just such a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you're buying a piece of art, so.
Right. Is it if I were an art collector, yeah, sure, okay. I am not an art collector. I am not a Magic player. These are not cards I would ever own.
Right. I mean, some of it is literally like the people that do that and are doing it, whatever, are also people that don't have kids or other responsibilities.
Right. Yeah, my buddy at work, he's mid-30s, no kids, never wants to have kids, anything like that. His magic hobby is his only hobby.
Right.
You know.
I sent the turtles lands, which I thought were cool. Like I might actually try and get a couple of sets of those.
Well, maybe they're just being smart, because when they come out with 4 decks and they're $65 a piece, you know, what are you gonna? Not a lot of people are buying all those, but if they come out with one deck,
they're doing real, like they have collector's boxes now, which are just like the alternate art treatments of the cards. That MSRP is like $365, but like Final Fantasy, those are going for like $800 a box for it's like 12 packs of cards. They do not care. They are fully leaned into some people are going to pay outrageous money for this set or that set, and they're just hoping they hit it. So I'm just surprised there was only one deck. I figured at this point they would have to say if they were dropping another one, because it would have had it been available first order from places. So
well, there's supposed to be like a bad guy deck as well.
Is there? Okay.
Well,
maybe there is one. They just haven't had a picture of it.
Well, no, that's not a commander deck. That one's supposed to be like automated.
Oh, they are. They're doing like a raid.
Yes.
You have 4 decks and a boss deck, and you can raid against it.
That's great.
But I don't know if that was outrageously priced or if that was something else. Because there's one that looks like a pizza box that looked like it was stupid priced, and then there was one that I think the 4-player one is probably not. That's probably like put it in the toy aisle, try and get some people to play, like to learn to play Pokemon sets.
Learn to play Pokemon sets?
They've got a couple that are like it comes with 2 boards and like 3 decks, and just, here's where you put your cards, here's where you do whatever.
Okay.
I've never played Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! I wouldn't know how to play them.
Yeah, it's not too hard. Like, it's funny, I originally learned how to play Pokemon back when it first came out. You just couldn't buy it anywhere. Like, I played
we had
Origins. No, I mean, like, during first edition at Origins, they were playing that. And, like, I got it when I found a couple of packs when they had, like, first edition Jungle, which is the second set.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I could find anything. And then Unlimited started to become available a lot. But, yeah.
So,
the things say a turtle in every pack for the packs of cards.
That's weird.
Not really. I saw a bunch of. It looked like there were a bunch of different versions of each of the turtles.
Oh, really?
I'm sure they're featured on all the cards.
Yeah, but if you tell me a turtle in every pack, I'm expecting I'm going to get a Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, or Michelangelo in every pack.
Yeah, you are. It's just the whole set is turtles. But you'll get one of the 4 turtles in some variant of them in every pack. And then you'll get like Shredder and April and Bebop, Rocksteady, like different areas.
Well, I imagine
like
all the creatures in there are the turtles, like, Samurai Leonardo,
Right.
You know,
Like I'm sure you can build a
Yeah.
foot soldier deck.
shredding Mikey with a skateboard. You know.
Yeah, you know how many little figurines they had of those.
Yeah, they have to have all the different outfits just to
The
fill
4-player
the
looks
feature
reasonable.
spots.
It's showing like 60. I'm assuming it might be 65, 70 at worst, but that's the 4-player, 2 to 4-player co-op. So
That's
that's
not
not
that's not
expensive.
terrible. That's like a mid-sized game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the pizza
not bad.
bundle. Well, I mean, it's 460 card decks too, so even at $10 a pop, that's very reasonable.
Yeah.
Whatever the pizza bundle is, that thing's $200, and I'm wondering if that's just because it's. It comes with collectors. I don't know. Yeah, no, that must be just because of rarity. I don't know. Regardless, it comes out March 6th, and I'm going to at least pick up some of those, definitely.
I'm so glad that my son is not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan.
I mean, he was a little old for that, wasn't he? Well, I guess they had the other versions that came out, like the Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon.
He was in that sweet
Nickelodeon.
spot where he was
Between generations of turtles.
yes, he was too young for the first generation, too old for the follow-ups.
I've been down
Sure.
for every generation.
Because
I did find the newer version fairly funny when I watched them, but like our kids watched them but didn't care enough to keep watching.
right.
Okay. And because there was like the weird, super stylized like anime version of them, and then there was
I wasn't a fan of that artwork, but Mutants Mayhem, the one based on the last movie, the 3D animated movie, was that style really, I think, befits the characters.
Yeah.
At least the characters from the cartoon where I was introduced to them. I never read the comic until after. So I got the sanitized, kid-friendly version.
How bad was the comics?
Comics are pretty rough. Yeah.
The original graphic novels were pretty dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Foot Clan in the cartoon, the original cartoon, they were robots. Inside those suit. In the comic,
right.
They were dudes, and Leonardo has 2 swords. So there was some blood and guts.
Were they always robots in the cartoon?
In the cartoon, the initial series, they were robots just because they couldn't have the turtles hacking up people. And there's a really cool scene where they're fighting, and I think Michelangelo hits one of them, and it goes clang, and he goes, "Clang! Did you say clang? These guys are robots!" And then they all just kind of go ham. And then Baxter Stockman has not Baxter Stockman. Somebody created the Mousers, those 2-legged little things that chase them around. I think it's Baxter Stockman made those. He's the guy that turns into
the evil
a fly.
Scientist. So
yeah.
Until you just said that name, I could not have told you that name was in reference to anything in the Turtles world.
Yeah. Sorry.
I believe
watched
when
the
I was
original ones out, like when they first kind of came out.
Yeah.
I had like the little. I know because like my mom's friend worked at Kmart and had to like wait until they came in because they were real hard to get, and she got a couple of them. But it was like you got whatever you got. Like you couldn't say I want this one for like the first 2 years, and then it got to the point where they were everywhere.
Yeah, I was in I was a senior in high school, I think, or a junior in high school when the first cartoon came out. So I had a job, so I had all the turtles. my paycheck went to toys.
See, this is the type of
gas.
people that could buy magic cards that are fancy
Yeah.
art.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I
And then
agree.
when I went away to college, my brother fucking broke them all or lost the swords and weapons and the belts and shit that went around him. He fucking wrecked them. Should have took
mean,
him
that
with me to
doesn't sound-
college.
Unreasonable.
That doesn't sound like him at all.
No.
Yeah, I think you're just painting your brother in a bad light because you're mad at him.
I'm not mad at Brian at all.
He would never have done that.
No, he was a child. He absolutely did that. And I was a fool to think that he would do anything but that. So,
Yeah, you're.
but like
He
I
was
said,
like 14 when you went to college.
no. He's been 13. Yeah,
Wow.
okay, yeah.
My attempts to
about
joke
five-
were
about-
actually
He's about 5 years younger than me, so.
my attempts to make a joke were actually
No,
almost
wait, sorry.
on there.
I was born November 71. He was born June of 77. So he's 6 years old. A little less than 6 years younger than me.
Huh.
He was an oops baby.
I mean,
Sometimes he was an oops teenager and an oops adult.
Well, he had a lot of incidences where he was oops, like when he got hit by a car the second time. I think that was definitely an oops.
oh Jesus
I
Christ!
mean, after
The
one time,
second
you'd think
time.
you'd learn, right?
The second time. God damn.
He always liked to draw two.
My preferred version is the one where he got hit in front of the funeral home.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
in front of the funeral home?
That's that is my preferred story of him getting hit. Like I'm glad that he was able to walk away from both of them, but the one he got punted into the bushes in front of the funeral home.
You know where Wendy's and Taco Bell are in Ashland, like right there in
Yes.
Claremont. There's behind Wendy's was a brick building where my dad worked. He worked for GTE, now Verizon, now Frontier,
Sure.
whatever it is. But him and a couple other guys worked out of that substation because they did stuff for just like big businesses, big phone systems, multi-lines, all that computer shit.
Yeah.
Brian would ride the bus from St. Pete's.
How long was
And-
this bus?
I don't know. It was I don't
10
know if he
feet.
rode yeah, I think it was under regulation. But they would drop him off there in front of that Wendy's. Well, Claremont's 4 lanes and it's coming down the hill. So he'd get off the bus and just run right in front of the bus, assuming people stop. And a couple times or one
A
time,
couple times.
one time it didn't. The other time he got ran over wasn't bus related, but yeah, 'cause he would get off the bus there, run across
Oh,
the street,
shit.
up the hill, and around the Broad Street where my dad's building was.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's an impulsive guy. I think you've met him, right?
I have, yes.
Decision is
Yeah.
made. Decision is exacted. There's no.
Oh, dude, you're
There's no contemplating what bad could happen.
Hold on. Those are not 2 separate steps in his brain.
No, they're not.
Oh no, the action
Decision
is
is
happening as he's making the decision. Yes,
Yes.
There's no room for
the decision is acted on.
yes. But luckily, he's built like a freaking tank, so he just got knocked down and he jumps back up, and then walks
Are we sure
over
that
to my dad's work.
Are we sure that he was okay outside of that?
Well, Nothing.
I mean,
visible.
okay, in quotation marks, but like,
There was no blood.
could have at least gotten a report for it to try and get some money out of it.
Honestly, I think that he screwed his knee up pretty bad with that, because there for years after that, he had water on the knee and knee trouble. So,
That's a shame.
Yeah, he definitely had lasting effects. I don't know if it bothers him still. Maybe, but
I mean, would that have been his fault, or I don't know how
well,
buses work there.
On a 4-lane street, to my knowledge, the bus is in the rightmost lane, lets you off onto the sidewalk. If you need to go across the street, you walk in front and you look, and then you continue.
Right.
Some people think because it's 4 lanes, the opposite lanes, the left-hand side of the orange line, don't have to stop because there's, no kids walking across all 4 lanes,
I thought the only time they
is-
didn't have to stop is if it was a boulevard.
Yeah, the only time they're not required
There
to
has to be a
stop is
gap
if
in
it's
the middle.
it has to be a
there's tree
divided
lawn in
road.
between, they can keep going. But yeah, some people don't see it like that, and that's a common,
It is
error.
common stupidity in the state of Ohio. Yes.
I mean, especially back then. It's only gotten slightly better in recent years, but
Yeah, people still haven't figured out 4-way stops. I don't expect them to understand who needs to stop at a freaking bus when there's a big flashing light and a stop sign that pops out that says stop. That's
I
not
very
for
much
me.
enjoy roundabouts, but so many people are stupid.
Yeah, I never understood them, and
What?
once you explained roundabouts mean no California tickets for rolling through a stop sign, I'm like, oh, cool. I'm
Right.
on board now.
I love them. It's just you look, you go.
There are
Yielding is very more forgiving.
there are lots of roundabouts on the way to Aiden's house. I thoroughly enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, a properly constructed roundabout is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, Europe loves a good roundabout.
An abomination of a roundabout, like the one that we have here in Mansfield that I won't name, but we have one in Mansfield that is a death trap waiting to happen. Man.
So one with all the rocks in the middle, right?
Yeah, the one where the diameter of the roundabout is
It's weirdly small.
it's too small.
Okay.
It is single lane. It is not the signage is not appropriate. There's a whole lot of problems with that roundabout that are problems with the roundabout because of the way it was built, not because it's a roundabout.
Reminds me of like if you go through Mount Gilead, where it's just that statue in the middle.
Yep.
Like that's not a roundabout, but
No.
there's definitely people stopping to
Same.
turn in the middle of the road, and
Right.
people try to go around.
Yeah. So,
I would like to formally discuss the text I sent the other day, because it's a rare thing that I actually watch football. But there was nothing on, and I saw Amazon had that. God, I can't remember who it was now. The NFC game, Bears and
somebody.
Yeah, Bears and somebody.
Yeah, that was the one game this weekend I did not watch because the other 3 games I watched, the people I cared about winning very, very marginally all lost. So I was like, all right, well, I'm done.
I'm just watching it for, hey, it's noise. And then that play happened, and I'm like, surely Dylan's watching this. And I just had to say, that 4th and 4 was fucking crazy. And
it was pretty wild. It just out of the blue.
Somebody was watching.
Out of the blue, here comes Ray talking football. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, that deserved a mention. That goes down in the books. I think the announcer said as a 13-yard pass.
Yep.
And he threw to the middle of the end zone from the 40
Yes.
on his back foot with 4 guys in his face.
Yep.
And right into the dude's arms. That
Yep.
was fucking amazing. And as a 4th down to boot. So, yeah.
So, is it safe to say, Dylan, that you were rooting for the Bills?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not rooting for the Patriots through the rest of the playoffs.
Okay.
Because I will not cheer for Seattle, and I don't remember who the other team is. The team that beat the Bears. Because I would have liked the Bears. I would have liked San Francisco, but they were too beat up.
I think the Super Bowl is going to be the Seahawks and the Patriots.
Yep.
I was happy we got the AFC Championship game I wanted. It just sucks big donkey balls that Bo Nix is hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted the Texans, but that was the one I cared the least about because I'm still fine with the Patriots just because everyone else hates them and I don't care that much.
It's the meme for me. Like, I am 100% in on Drake May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with it. They did it correctly and they're back at where they should be. And
yep.
Who can complain? They ran their team well.
Yeah. I fucking love Drake May. That dude, he's fucking hilarious. The memes are hilarious. God, it is kind of nice that the Patriots have a quarterback who is kind of funny and doesn't take himself too seriously.
Right. Nope, I agree. And I never really hated the role players on the Patriots.
No.
I was a fan of Brady once the playoffs hit because it was never going to be the Browns. So what was I going to do?
Right. Well, I mean, Brady, I don't like him for a lot of reasons, but it was I was never like, oh God, Tom Brady is such a dick. It was, oh God, Tom Brady is fucking shilling for UGG. And these
I mean, and even that was later. That wasn't the first couple of wins.
Right.
Although, did you see his Pizza Hut commercials? I kind of like those.
His what?
Pizza Hut commercials.
Oh, yes. Those are fucking hysterical.
Yeah. That was a quality marketing move.
Whoever told Tom Brady, hey, you should probably try and make yourself kind of likable.
It worked for Peyton Manning.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't unlikable to start with, but yeah.
True.
Yeah,
he's made a whole business on just doing commercials now.
Yeah, just doing commercials, and I don't want to say he's the everyman, but being kind of that, relatable everyman kind of person. That is. I still say
the number of nationwide commercials that dude's been in now, it's ridiculous.
Right? The SNL that Peyton Manning did is 100% the reason that he is who he is now, in my opinion.
And he'll still show up. When they had their 50th anniversary, he was in the crowd.
Yep. He was there.
He will show up.
He will show up. He will make fun of himself.
He was the first athlete that really hit it out of the park on that. And
yeah,
it was.
Yep.
Shaq's been pretty self-deprecating as well.
Right. I'm talking about SNL specifically.
Yeah.
He was the first one that showed up, did a whole episode where it wasn't oh, why is this guy here? He's not funny. Just the locker room ones, the throwing the kids
yes,
footballs, everything.
United Way one, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That is hands down. That's got to be a top 10 SNL skit of all time.
Especially for what was happening at the time, it wasn't now we've seen some other funny athletes and things, but it wasn't that way before, and now that was one of the first ones where they're just we could just be absolutely ridiculous and they'll play along.
Yeah. And I gotta say, I'm not a Jersey Mike's fan by any means, but the fucking Eli Manning Jersey Mike shit
With Danny
Danny
DeVito coming in
DeVito,
and yelling at him. Yeah.
that is so fucking great.
I mean, I've always been an Eli fan more than a Peyton fan, I think. Just because
Okay.
I like that they have the same number of Super Bowls and everybody just like regs on Eli for being garbage. And
Right.
like, he was garbage, but he was good for a couple of those years in between. That was just enough to
Sure.
make sure that he got some Super Bowls. And he took one from the Patriots. Or both of them.
2.
Yeah. They were both from the Patriots. So,
Yeah.
like, the fact that those were the 2 years that he won was both against the Patriots, and Peyton couldn't get out of the AFC.
Like, I don't think that Eli was garbage. I won't go that far. I will say I don't think that he was ever given the same talent that Peyton was around him.
I mean, he was absolutely just a gunslinger out there. Like, he had to be because you didn't have a pocket like Peyton did.
Right. Like, he just
didn't have
did
Jeff
not.
Saturday.
Right. He didn't have Jeff Saturday. He did fucking world-class defense. I mean, he had Strahan, but that was kind of it.
Right.
So, the fact that he just went out there and just, yep, I'm just going to be me, it was kind of endearing.
Didn't he have Beckham Jr.?
He did.
Yeah,
he
when
had
they won anything.
No.
Yeah.
That was later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on the tail end when it was nobody was
When
stopping
he was
the
on
Patriots.
his way out. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of 6-win years with those last few there.
Yep.
I mean, nobody's done better since, so
right.
The Giants have been garbage ever since he left.
Yeah. But hey, you can continue to be a fan of the Browns' former head coach because he's going to be head coach next year
in Atlanta.
Yep.
Do you think Tomlinson is going to come to Cleveland?
Is Tomlinson gone?
He left.
Tomlin? Yeah,
Tomlin,
Tomlin? Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I kept waiting to see if he was going to get fired, and then
no, he quit. I think, or just
retired. He resigned.
Okay. I mean, just consistently 9-8 and losing in the first round is almost like not making the playoffs to begin with. Like, he did just enough. I mean, God, they're only on their 4th coach in like franchise history, which is just absurd. But they don't fire people.
Nope.
They just run them down until they give up.
I was kind of surprised that we let Harbaugh go.
I mean, they made an effort with Derrick Henry, but like whoever does the fucking conditioning every year, they have injuries, like several major injuries to key players, and it's like at some point, like what's your training staff doing?
Right.
Like there's not a bunch of other teams doing the same injuries every year.
Right.
Like either you've got to call better plays or you got to do better training or you got to do something, but that can't be your excuse every year. It's like, oh, well, Lamar was hobbling into the playoffs because he had 3 back surgeries this year.
Right.
I still don't think Lamar's going to do well anywhere else.
They
have to build the system around him, and
right.
He's not young enough to, I mean, he's not that old, but he's also not developed enough to overcome working in a different system.
Running quarterbacks.
They're great for 2 years.
They're great in college. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the talent is much worse in college.
True.
Yeah. You can be a mobile quarterback in the NFL. You can
Right.
do the Josh Allen kind of stuff, but
Josh Allen will still stay in the pocket and throw a couple when he needs to, and they're not doing that.
and the frustrating thing is, like, they have over time they have slowly developed Lamar. Lamar can fucking throw the ball. It's not like he has to run because he's a garbage ass passer. He's not. But we've never taken the time to make sure that he, it is always pass first, run second.
Right. I mean, I don't think the line has been great either.
No, it's not.
Because you spend money on your quarterback, your running back, and one above average receiver.
Right.
And then you're like, well, that's all the money we had.
Yep.
I can't think of anybody that they drafted that was going well recently. I mean, I'm sure they're probably like defenders or something like that, but like, I can't think of.
Don't hurt your brain.
What?
There's not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the last like great draft pick we had is in Pittsburgh now.
Who's that?
It's
Patrick
been said
Queen.
that Browns are the best training camp for other people's stars, right?
I'm not talking about the Browns.
No.
I'm about the Ravens, but
no.
Yeah.
I don't root for that dumpster fire. Yeah, it's at some point the Ravens have to get serious about wanting to be good. Until they do that, it doesn't matter. That's okay though. We'll get him next year. Or not.
I'm fine with not.
Thanks.
It's not like the Browns are going to do well. I mean, pretty much anybody coming out of our division next year is not going to make it far.
Well, no. No, our division is pretty much cooked for the next, I don't know, decade, it feels like.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's not like the fucking Bengals are going to do shit.
No, God, no. And
they
now you've got
vastly overpaid for 3 people, and now they're like, well, we're good. We'll pack it in.
Yeah.
We don't need defenders. We don't need linemen. We don't need fuck all. We got 2 receivers and a quarterback.
And now you've got Bo Nix in Denver and Drake May in New England.
Yep.
And at least for, a little bit, you've got Josh Allen in Buffalo, which
I think their window's closed.
Probably. But he's still going to, he's still good enough that it's going to be a factor.
He'll still get 10, 11 wins a year, but
yeah,
that's not good enough to get through the playoffs anymore.
No, God, no.
But that wasn't even good enough to get out of the NFC West.
Wasn't even good enough to get him a bye.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying, but the NFC West was 13 wins, and you didn't get a bye.
Right. Yeah, I mean, San Francisco had a better record than everybody in the AFC. No, they would have been third in the AFC.
Broncos are #1 seed, right?
Broncos had 13 wins.
Broncos had 13.
Patriots had 13 or
Patriots
had 12?
had 12.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, it's the 1 and 2 seed, so it's not like a surprise that those two are there, but
no,
they still weren't my first option.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
San
you're
Francisco got eliminated, right?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Couldn't happen to a bigger pile of shit.
How are you not a San Francisco fan?
Kyle Shanahan can go get fucked.
Okay.
I have no love for Kyle Shanahan.
Did he used to steal your lunch money or something, or what?
No, he's just the ultimate
Nepo baby.
dick. Well, not just that. He is the ultimate dick.
I mean, for a guy who's in double-digit wins every year and hasn't won he won one Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's very much like he's got like 1 or 2 more years, and then they're going to have to rebuild, and I don't think he'll be there for that.
Nope.
Because, yeah.
Why would he?
McCaffrey can't hold their knees together for the same season, or
No.
Achilles.
No. And I feel bad. Like, George Kittle, by all accounts, looks like he is that, like, Rob Gronkowski kind of fun guy.
Right. I mean,
And
I enjoyed him in the Little Caesars commercials.
Sure. Absolutely. But his body is just...
It's a position where you're getting hit all the time.
Right.
And, yeah.
Especially because Kittle is that kind of tight end that, like, he's doing everything. He's blocking. He's doing all the gross jobs that tight ends do that someone like, and I'm not saying this to talk shit about him, shit that Travis Kelce doesn't have to do in Kansas City.
Right.
Like,
I mean, maybe he blocked early in his career, but not well. But he hasn't even tried the last few years.
Right. He blocked early in his career, but when they realized that he was a giant fucking human who can catch the ball really well, even really well might be an overstatement.
Well, he used to could.
Yeah.
He's just, I love that he stuck around because
sure.
One, that means that they're not going to be as good next year because they can't reuse that money. And Mahomes isn't coming back at least until, I mean, if they can limp into like the playoffs, like he could probably be ready for a run. But
yeah,
I want like Mahomes won enough Super Bowls that I want to just see him frustratingly slink off into the night, but have like 5 bad years before that.
Yep. Fuck you, Patrick Mahomes. Nobody likes you.
I don't want him on any commercials ever.
No.
Yeah, he's not very charismatic.
No. He's in all the commercials, but they don't let him do much talking.
Yeah.
Well, because nobody wants to listen to Kermit, dude.
Right.
I'm sorry. That was offensive to the Muppets. I am sorry that I compared Kermit the Frog to Patrick Mahomes. Kermit the Frog has a lovely singing voice.
Yes, he does. For a frog.
I mean, if you compare it to Patrick Mahomes, yes, and a better wife. And better friends.
Yeah.
So in non-sporting things, since we're not normally known as a sports hub.
Yeah, I definitely took us off the rails there. Sorry.
Hey, no, it is
I can maybe
I mean,
contribute
it was
now.
stuff that happened this weekend.
What's that?
If we're not
Jeff
talking
can
about
contribute.
sports, Jeff can jump back in.
Oh, sure.
I mean,
Um,
I didn't know about half the crap they were talking about, but
Did anybody watch anything fun?
I did not.
I watched Death by Lightning. It's on Netflix.
That was pretty good.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that. It's 4-episode miniseries about
Andrew Garfield.
Garfield getting shot. Yeah, but it's like a bunch of people that are trying to get Emmy nominations. Like it was a quality group of people from other things playing serious. Like Ron Swanson got to play the president again, technically.
Nick Offerman played Chester A. Arthur.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it was actually very educational because I didn't know he was only president for less than a year.
Yeah, I mean, I known about that, and I'd read once, but I forgot about that. The doctor was the reason that he died, because like it would have healed on its own, but he kept sticking his unwashed hands.
Yeah, he
inside
could
of him
have
and
lived with it
killed
in
him.
his back.
Yeah,
Well, you know, we weren't smart about disease back then.
they were though.
There's
that was
a really,
right when they were starting to.
There's a really modern take on one scene where a black physician comes in and is basically doing it the right way, and then the white physician comes in and says, "Get the hell out of here," and is basically sticks all these germs in his back.
Well, that tracks, probably. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, post Civil War, there were a fair amount of people that had that experience, even if it wasn't formal education.
Probably.
Because I mean, that was still everybody there was fresh out of the Civil War. Decade or two earlier. I don't remember exactly how far back, but
Yeah.
it's around that time.
It was within memory. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they all fought in it.
I thought the Republican convention scenes were very interesting.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth watching. It's like I said, 4 episodes. Great cast. It's definitely holds your attention, and yeah, it's pretty decent.
Cool. I'll have to check it out then. I won't lie, until you said that, had not even known it was a thing.
It's got a strange title.
Yeah, I randomly just turned it on. I was like, oh, what's this? I'm like, oh, Nick Offerman. I'm like, wait, where's this guy? Did you ever watch Secession?
Nope.
Okay.
Boardwalk Empire.
Nope.
The first Man of Steel, he played Zod, the guy that plays that plays Andrew Garfield.
Okay.
But no, it was one of those Netflix is on, and then it goes to the next thing in the list and just starts playing like the trailer. That's the only reason I watched it, because I was like, oh, I know all those people. Oh, that's about him.
It started playing the trailer as soon as it opened up the app. It was like the first one that showed, and I was like, oh, Nick Offerman. It's got mutton chops and a mustache. I will watch it.
Yeah. And it's funny because the only thing I know about Chester A. Arthur prior to watching this was that scene in Die Hard with a Vengeance, where the
bomb is in Chester A. Arthur Middle School.
Yeah. That's the only thing I knew about Chester A. Arthur. And then the guy driving the dump truck said he was collector of commerce or whatever here in New York. And I'm like, that's the only thing I know about this person. And then watching that, learned a hell of a lot more about him.
As a minor point of clarification to anyone listening and confused as shit, anytime Ray is saying Andrew Garfield, he means James Garfield.
God damn it.
I was like, that can't be the same actor. Like, I don't have, I mean, I could check it, but I was in the middle of something. I was like, I should check that, but then he just kept saying it, and I just kept not caring.
Because Andrew Garfield was Spider-Man, James Garfield was the president.
Okay, yeah. See, I knew
I was
Andrew
super
Garfield
confused by that. But
together, but I don't know. Sorry. Yes, it's been a month or so since I watched it. So
it came out like 2 weeks ago.
No, it didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it before Christmas.
huh.
Well, then, I don't know why it was still new this week. I guess it was new enough.
I guess.
Maybe, and this is something that I've noticed with streaming services. If they have something like that they've put forth a healthy budget on, and they're not getting the returns on it that they will want, they will let it fall out of their new algorithm. They will go through and do new title cards, new everything for it, and swing back around.
I'm gonna guess it came out without much fanfare right before Christmas, so it could be in contention for the awards.
Sure.
Like when they do those limited Christmas week releases, and then they come back and budget it for January. Like they might have just done it that way.
Speaking of streaming service and movies and stuff, I saw an article or listened to a little news clip about The Rip with Matt Damon and how the two of them negotiated a contract with Netflix that if the movie does what they hope it does, the crew gets to benefit from the royalties, whatever.
Yes.
Usually they're left out. Usually it's director, producer, actors, stars, or what. But it's like a new endeavor they're doing. So they're like, even if you don't want to watch it just for that, just so it gets put it on and go to bed.
Right.
Just so Netflix has to pay some other people.
Yep.
What's the crew get? Sorry, Discord kicked me.
It's called RIP.
Yeah.
And basically,
if it
does well, the cast and the crew basically gets to profit in it.
They all get the profit sharing.
They'll get points. Okay.
Yeah.
Usually, basically, people that were never in that conversation are being added for this movie. And honestly, if that was going to come from anybody, I would imagine it comes from Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Just because
they've now got enough money that they don't have to worry about the amount of money they're probably talking about, and they have enough sway that they can write it into contracts that somebody else is paying for it. So, I'm assuming we can get some more of these deals going with streaming services needing to compete for talent. So, it's not like you have to compete for studios anymore. You're competing for streaming services, and they'll put out a lot more shit than studios would.
Yeah. So I want to talk about two things that I watched. I watched the newest Toxic Avenger.
Okay.
I did as well.
With Peter Dinklage as Toxie.
That's an interesting choice.
It was a very interesting choice. But it works.
It does.
I'm convinced he would work in anything, so I'm good with that.
God, that movie was a lot of fun.
It's so much better than it had any right to be.
Correct. And I like the Traumaverse or whatever. I think that it's a good time. It's fun. Like, it's clearly not highbrow cinema by any means, but man, that was a good time.
It was weird. It was like a big budget B movie.
Yes, it was. And then I watched His and Hers on Netflix.
I couldn't get past like the second episode of that. I don't know. I guess I wasn't paying enough attention to it, and it just kind of like fell out of my attention.
So it is one of those, like, it's a series you're going to have to pay attention to. It is not a passive watch experience.
Well, then I'm probably out because
that's
kind of
it wasn't something I could watch while I was drawing the strip or anything. So
right,
yeah, it was a pretty good mystery thriller kind of thing. It has the Queen of Asgard and the Punisher as a estranged married couple.
I think she's still referred to as the King of Asgard.
Sure.
I think so.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, the cast and the kind of premise of it was interesting enough.
Yes.
At the beginning, but
yes,
there were certain things that I should be paying attention to that I just wasn't. So
it's fun. I get it.
It would be a rewatch for me kind of thing to catch up on it.
It is definitely it is definitely, not a passive watch. It is at times a little hard to follow because it's building a interesting murder story. And
it's from what I saw, it gives you like everyone's a suspect kind of thing.
Yeah, and then at the end when like it kind of feels like they're hand feeding you the end, and you're like, oh, well, that okay, I didn't see that, but I get it. I now seeing all the pieces, totally understand. Sure. And then like it just keeps the series just keeps going. And you're like, oh, okay, so we've entered the wrap up. And then the wrap up just keeps going. And you're like, what? WTF, mate? This should not still be wrapping up. And then
takes a different turn.
then you get the final surprise turn. And damn. Bravo.
Chad approved ending. It must be terrible.
But not a
Chad likes to not be pandered to, and he likes to be surprised. That's basically all he requires.
Yes, and this does. There is some pandering in this ending, but I'm still okay with it because it is
totally not what you expect to be pandered to.
Right, like you're not expecting this is how this ends.
I saw something yesterday. I think it was on a streaming service, or maybe it was Amazon or YouTube. It was a commercial, but it was Justin Long and I forget the other guy, the old I'm a Mac, I'm a PC commercials. Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
But they are. It's the same premise. Justin Long is like, "Hi, I'm Ozempic," and the other guy's like John Hodgman. Sorry, is like, "I'm Ozempic like product that's just as good," and they do the whole bit back and forth. But I was like, "Oh wow, that's a callback for just me."
That's
I mean, that's a callback for people who like commercials.
I remember that, but I wouldn't have remembered it right off the top of my head. I mean, I probably would have made sense if I had seen it.
They were
Yeah.
great commercials.
Yeah, no, I
really-
remember liking them. It's been 15 years.
No, it's oh god,
probably closer to 20.
yeah, it's been at least 20. I mean, those were like turn of the century, maybe.
Okay,
Back when
I didn't think he
when
was.
the iPhone first came out, and they were really pushing buy a Mac because we also make computers.
Okay, I didn't think he was that popular that far back. I thought it was like a 2010 type thing. I don't know.
I'm sure we can Google it.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Go on.
First iPhone was just before 2010.
I think the first iPhone was 2003.
Oh.
The first one looked to be 2009-ish.
Okay.
No, 2006, 2009. The video was just posted to. So yeah, we're now hitting 20 years.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That is depressing.
I mean, there's so many other things that are depressing that doesn't even really register anymore. Like, that wasn't like key enough to my core memories for it to be yet depressing.
Okay. The first generation iPhone came out in 2007. So.
Yeah. Because that was.
Because it was BlackBerry and all that crap up till then.
Right.
And then when he came out with the iPod Touch, that's when he was like, "Hey, we can make a phone."
I feel like this was like the first Mac that was like after the iMac hype died down, and they're like, "What do we do now?
After
we don't have the big colorful one."
Yeah, the big TV.
Yeah.
Thing. This was like the first one where it was all in one on a stand. And it looked like a big thick tablet with a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the gas cans. No, the G4s were late 90s. Thing that looked like a gas can. Because we had those at I had those at PV, and my last day at PV was the day before 9/11.
It's your fault.
Pleasant Valley Communications. Advertising place I worked in Loudonville. I got fired. Yeah. Yeah. I did not do well there. I liked it, liked the people, just was not my jam. But yeah, I was let go on a Monday, and Tuesday was
9/11.
the attack. Yeah. I remember.
Yes, it
I'm like,
was.
I'm at home. My sister's calling me. I'm like, "What do you want?" She goes, "Turn on the television." Why?
Yep. I had just dropped my wife off at college. Girlfriend at the time.
I was a senior in high school.
Just got real fucking depressing, guys.
Yeah.
Where were you guys when the Challenger exploded? I was in 8th grade.
First grade.
When did it explode?
God, it was 86, 85.
No, it was. I think it was 85. Let me check. Because I was in first grade.
Yeah, I graduated in 90, so it had to be 85.
January 28th, 1986.
Okay, right.
I was just turning 2.
So you remember it vividly.
Yeah. I think the first thing I remember was like the first Gulf War on TV.
Yeah, I was in
Like
college.
as far as that type of stuff. Like I remember like we have pictures of where it's like just rockets exploding in the background of like birthday parties and shit.
Scud missiles.
Yep.
I was at
Tomahawks.
church when that war broke out.
They were just chucking anything they wanted in there and nobody was stopping them. They were like, let's try this, let's try this, let's try this.
Let's strap some dynamite to this refrigerator and load it up with C4. See if it works.
Yeah. They did not care.
Pretty much.
Oh, did anybody hear, like, I don't know how much of this is, like, true or out or whatever, but, like, the whole Venezuela raid, like, how it all went down?
I saw something about it. I can't remember.
I've heard
details.
things, but I haven't,
all I know
they
is we're
basically
not
rolled in
anything.
with, like, sonic weapons, like a sound producing sonic weapons, and just disabled everyone and then killed them very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I still remember. It was maybe Obama's first year. No, it would have been. Never mind. This was closer to like 2012. But I remember reading like a Rolling Stone article that talked about all of these like crazy shit that they were testing out that like started during Bush, and they were now like. I think they were using them in like Trenton, New Jersey at that point because that was like lawless, and they were just like, cool, you can show up and take control of our city and just do whatever the fuck you want. And that's when they were using like that thing that they used in Prague that had like the sound waves that sound like a train and like microwave weapons and things like that. Like that was Rolling Stone was covering all the crazy shit that they were just testing out at the time, and that's like everything that is now in use.
Yep.
I did see a funny thing where somebody was saying, you notice how we're not worried about drug boats anymore?
Yep. Suddenly
we're not interested.
There's no more drug boats. Shocker.
Yeah. You arrest the president and everybody else was just working for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear that at the end of Biden's presidency? Okay, I guess let me take a step back. Are any of you familiar with what's called Havana syndrome?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So at the end of Biden's presidency, apparently we paid $20-ish million to some shady individual who apparently claimed they were delivering us the device, one of the devices responsible for Havana syndrome.
Okay.
And everybody's like, why isn't this a bigger deal? And I'm just sitting there like, because, I mean...
What the fuck is Havana syndrome?
I believe we had this technology prior to Biden, and they
absolutely.
may just have been grabbing that technology to see how advanced somebody else was. But like,
right,
this was the like that article I'm talking about. This was the type of shit that was in it.
Right,
like they could cook your skin from a distance, where like you would just feel all your nerve endings burning from the microwaves from a distance, like directional guns that could point, and like all this crazy shit that they were testing out. And
so Ray, Havana syndrome is named that because it was first experienced by U.S. diplomatic people stationed in a U.S. consulate in Havana, Cuba.
Okay.
But it has been it is a series of medical problems that have been experienced by American diplomats the world over. Headaches, nausea, all these things, and they've never been able to say oh, this is what's causing that. It was always talked about and kind of rumored that this was probably some sort of sonic or other type of, electromagnetic or some sort of pulse weapon or something that was causing this.
They're radiating our dormitory.
Yes. Yes.
It's basically the equivalent of like it just fucked up your inner ear. Like you had headaches, nausea, dizziness, like vertigo, a couple of other different things depending on who it was that experienced it. But
yeah,
it was basically like you literally had to leave the country and go rehab for a couple of months to get back to normal. Like it wasn't like it was just a bad day.
Right. So it became like a hot button issue in the government and people talking, like, why aren't we being more hands-on with trying to find, what's causing this problem, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, at the end of Biden's presidency, apparently we acquired a one of these little black boxes that would do this.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I had followed it because I visited the like one of the places that they're talking about in there when I was down in Cuba.
Right.
So I was like, oh, I was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was ongoing, and that was happening in a lot of diplomatic areas for a while there. I mean,
yeah,
still wouldn't surprise me if it was Russia, because they're really the only other people I can think of that would have spent the amount of money to develop that.
Yeah, it is just
because,
like a lot of fucking money would have to go into something like that.
Right.
So,
and like, I feel like other countries would have spent that money on some more conventional weapons before they would have started to gotten into the crazy shit.
Right.
Bullets kill them real fast, a lot faster.
Right.
Yeah,
Russia's got the money to just. I mean, they don't have the money, but they will divert the money to those types of projects.
Filters in their plumbing leading into their facility.
Yeah,
they had the money and expertise.
I'm pretty sure they also are the ones that would have provided that technology to whatever Eastern European countries are using it now. So,
oh, absolutely.
Like that wasn't developed by any of those countries.
No. Absolutely not. Just kind of wild that, here we are in 2025 and
2026.
Oh shit, yeah, 2026. Fuck me. We're finally starting to see what we would call, sci-fi-ish weaponry.
Yep.
The fucking directional microwave guns that can crisp you.
I don't care about that. I want Borderlands weaponry. I want guns that fire a stream of acid that connects to 6 other targets. I know that's fancy, but that's just some of the things. Like, how can this be possible?
I mean, they could probably do that, but I don't know that they'd have enough cartridges to do it enough to make it worthwhile.
Yeah,
right.
You'd be able to do it for 2.3 seconds and a maximum
get a couple
of 4
shots,
people,
and then you're done.
And it'd be a tank on your back the size of a 50-gallon tank, and you have to lug that around.
I mean, we are getting scarily close to Atlas-style weaponry.
Like tracker bullets?
Yes. Yes, to actual homing and the difference is because we have some large scale munitions that you can do some sort of homing shots with, but this is like rifle size ordnance that can track to a target.
So you fire a drone type projectile that you can control flight on it after it leaves the barrel. Is that
Something like that, yeah. You are correct. It is more.
The thing that holds us back from a lot of this technology is a power source that is small enough and more powerful enough.
Sure. But you are correct, though. It is drone based technology.
Like they fire a shot, and then they have another guy sitting there with a iPad, and he's tweaking the path to send it around the corner.
I mean, it's done pre-shot.
So somebody's lasing a target, and then that guy fires the bullet. Okay.
Yes.
I get you.
It's still, it's still like giant ass anti-tank rifle in size, and it's limited like scope so far. But
those.
Yeah, but
the
fact that we have any kind of what you would call arms and not
we have
ordnance.
To spend this military budget on something. So.
Oh, $10,000 hammers. You only need so many of them.
Yeah, and we don't really. We can't send this money back. It isn't like they can use it for healthcare or anything.
Right.
Certainly not veteran healthcare.
Yeah, fuck them.
No.
Do you still take care of old tires? I mean, that's their philosophy on veterans, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Change the tire, forget the old one.
Been kind of depressing.
Yeah, I mean, my dad was really there was a time when I considered going into the Army or something after high school to pay for school.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm ever thankful I decided against that.
Yeah, I almost did.
I mean, I would have fought in a Gulf. I'd probably be, not here now. I'd probably be.
You would have been in Gulf 1. Well,
yeah, I would have.
Because when I went over, have a whole lot of sustained fighting on the ground, at least.
No, but
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, my senior year was 9/11, so they had met their quotas that year at least.
Yeah, they didn't have to worry about.
They were making no concessions for anything. They were like, "Nope, we got enough. We're good." 5 years later, they would have been like, "Oh shit, we'll take anybody."
You just can't get off these depressing topics.
Yeah, this has been real fucking exciting, y'all.
Hey, remember when we talked about football?
Jim Butcher's new book's out. Have you picked that up yet, Jeff?
I have not, but I'm still working on the Dun Your Color Carl series.
I was gonna say, I mean, I could send some screenshots of my Minecraft world if it would interest the young kids. I don't think anybody else is going to give a shit.
I mean, the young kids do play it.
It's basically the only thing I've been playing lately.
I mean, Diablo definitely has to be like just testing out to see how much people can break things. Because I've gotten several uniques like all right in a row. or Mythics, whatever the fuck the highest one is called.
Yeah.
Yeah, this season's been ridiculous.
Like, I think I'm going to go retry Lilith. The problem, I couldn't beat her before because my specific, like every time I made my one attack, it shot me in the distance and it kept flying out of the ring
Oh,
and insta-killing me because that was
Yeah.
the whole, like, I have to do that to get my stuff back to be able to do my other stuff. And
Mhm.
every time I did it, I had no control over where it threw me. And I'm at the 30th time of being thrown out of the ring and dying. I'm like, you know what? It's never going to work.
I did. I've been doing some really dumb shit with my Minecraft world. I wanted to make like a really cool area for my Nether portal.
Yeah, your nether region.
So I carved out a 32 by 32 cube in
Okay.
the ground, and then went 32 down, and
So 64, or that was part of the 32?
no, it's 32 wide, 32 long, 32 deep.
Okay.
It is a 32 cube, and in the middle I built my here, I'll throw it in chat.
Okay.
That's
Threw me off
where
because
I
you said cube, and then you said another 32 on there, and
yeah,
it was
sorry. 32 square, and then I went 32 deep, and then I put a nifty raised platform for my portal in there.
I've been watching a series that I did not get to watch when it was originally on 20 plus years ago.
Oh,
I've made it to the second season. I don't want to say though because Ray's going to be mad.
X-Files.
It's the Jennifer Garner vehicle, Alias.
oh,
Wow. Wow, that's your misery, not mine.
I didn't watch that the first time it came out, and I'm good.
Yeah,
Karen's watching the it's on Hulu. It was on Hulu or Showtime or something where the guy goes back in time trying to stop the Kennedy assassination.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Just the date.
11/23/63.
That's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's watching that.
I watched it when it first came out because I actually read the book and really liked it, and
Yeah.
I'm rewatching it because it's been a while.
I
It's,
actually made reference today at work to my boss. I referenced Man in a High Castle, and he's
Mhm.
like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Seriously, you, Mr. Conspiracy Theories, hasn't watched Man in a High Castle?"
I feel like I'd like to read that book, but I don't feel like I can read books anymore because my brain just won't
The
absorb.
series is pretty decent. I never read a book for it, so
Yeah, I don't know how long the books are. Like, I mean, Philip K. Dick, short story, I've been just on and on and on rambling. I don't know. I mean, the
Yeah,
Stephen
it's-
King book for that was very long. Relative
Yes.
to wasn't
That
what
was-
The Stand, but it was
oh, that's right. That is
Close.
Stephen King in it.
Yes.
Forgot that part of it.
That is my oldest's favorite Stephen King book.
I mean, it was interesting, like how they did the ending, because he talked to a bunch of different historians on like what would have been the results if this had actually happened, and
Right.
tried to piece together something at least coherent with what was available at the time.
He definitely I will say it felt like in terms of historical pieces, that felt like the work that King put the most effort into.
Probably. I don't know all of his stuff enough to be able to, point to it offhand,
Yeah.
but yeah, he definitely put a lot of work into not just going in half-assed on it.
Yeah.
Or, hand waving it away because, oh no, this is Massachusetts.
Yeah. Or painting himself into a corner, and how do you get out of a corner? Nukes.
Yeah, I didn't read that, so I don't know. It was good. The series did well with what they had, and it was definitely worth a rewatch.
Yeah, I saw it was on Netflix. I've not seen the series. I am probably going to watch it.
Yeah, I don't think you already know kind of how the book ends. I don't think you'll be disappointed with it. It was a good adaptation of it, and I don't remember anything being bad enough that I had to be like, oh, well, they cut that out of the book, or they didn't add this thing. Like, yeah.
I've sat through some pretty awful Stephen King adaptations.
Well, but this one's like 10 episodes versus, the miniseries, 2 episodes.
The multiple seasons of Under the Dome.
Oh, yeah, I didn't stick through that. Oh, I did start watching Castle Rock because it was on whatever the fuck thing that it's on now. And it popped up, and I'm like, all right. I heard it wasn't too bad, but
no, it was pretty good.
I do enjoy that they have just a bunch of character actors and people that worked at other stuff, and like the random people that show up in it was interesting.
I agree. I enjoyed it. Thought it was a good time.
Did you guys see it was a Netflix post or something about the guy who trained crows in his neighborhood to attack people in red hats? Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, that's freaking epic. And the way crows work, they just because he stops doesn't mean they will.
Correct.
And they will teach other crows that. It'll be a
generationally
thing.
Their next generation that, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to fuck with people, train crows.
I really did want to train some crows, just like, even if they was just to hang out and come get peanuts. Like, we just don't have any nearby that I can get to come to my house.
I have thought about, because we have the annual crow migration thing here in Mansfield, I thought about trying to find a way to train some crows to show up in my backyard every year.
You have dogs, so
only one of the dogs would be a problem.
Yeah.
And she's 15.
I mean, I was mad because we used to have some at work, like pre-pandemic when I was out walking and stuff, and they don't seem to be around since then, so.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh man, there's those crows there. I'll just talk to them. And like, nope. They gone.
Yeah, Ireland has a deep disdain for the feathered friends.
Why are you hating Ireland?
Huh?
Why are you hating Ireland?
I'm not hating Ireland.
No, why is Ireland hating? Why are you hating Ireland? I'm talking to her.
Oh, yeah. She's just not a fan of the crows. Right after we adopted Shadow is when the crow migration hit that year, and we went out back, and all the crows are thick in all the trees, and they're making noise, and it's dark out. He doesn't know what's going on, so he just barks, and an entire tree just erupted as all the crows took flight after he barked. And ever since then, he is a nicer friend of the birds.
He's more tolerable of those spooky black things in the sky.
Yes. Now, squirrels and other small things in the yard, fuck them. He will murder all of them.
Well, if they had 200 of them in a tree that threw an acorn at him all at the same time, he'd probably be okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but what crows or ravens? I know there's difference, but one of them, they have the learning capability of like a 7-year-old child. Yeah.
Correct. Crows are currently
Probably not even like an American child because those kids are a little lower.
No. Yeah. So let's adjust that. So current right. So like a 12th grader.
14-year-old American.
Yeah.
Crows are currently, according to a lot of experts, going through their Stone Age.
Okay.
I mean, they have found even that if crows have a nut that they are unable to crack, they have learned where to throw that nut on a road so that you drive over it and break it open for them.
Yeah. I do like how one of the Scandinavian countries had like a return the cigarette butts and get food, and then they started finding similar sized sticks and putting them in there instead.
Mm-hmm.
When they couldn't find cigarette butts, or they would steal cigarette butts directly, like while people were still smoking, to put in there to get food. Like, yeah.
Well, there was somebody. I think it was a little girl. She would throw the rest of her peanut butter sandwich in the yard, and a flock of crows would, like the crust, she would throw it in as she's walking to school or something, and a bunch of crows would eat it. And then I think after a length of time, the mother noticed these birds following her child. And it was something like somebody was messing with the child, and like on the playground, because they would follow her. And the birds like assailed the person that was messing with her. It was like, hey, that's my chef. What you doing fucking with the lady that brings me food? There was somebody that trained them to basically find change. Nickels, dimes, quarters laying around. They'll just bring it and drop it in a bird bath. And somebody, I think it was a photographer. Actually, I think that it was the mother of the little girl was a photographer, and she went somewhere. And when she got home, she realized she forgot the lens cap. She had taken it off her camera and dropped it, and she was missing it. And she was like, "God damn it!" And she went outside to do something, and she saw the lens cap sitting on the edge of the bird bath. So they had started following her too. Yeah,
I mean,
just fascinating.
This is how we ended up with canines as friends.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish there were more crows nearby, because they will follow you up to a couple of miles. So like if you train them, like go to the park, you feed them, and then they follow your car, and then you could put a stand out and feed them in your yard. All we got's fucking blue jays. So shit.
Blue jays are fucking assholes, man.
They're just loud, stupid birds.
They kill other birds, raid their nests.
You know what? I think that's good. I think we're gonna pack up.
Call it there.
I think we're gonna pack up our first world problems and call it a night.
We don't want to anger the Blue Jay lobby.
That ship has sailed. Fuck the Blue Jay lobby.
Wow.
What are they gonna do? It's not like they're listening.
That we know of.
This is where I start getting stalked by Blue Jays.
Yeah, they're listening on Raven Radio.
You just got to change your hair color more often. They'll get lost.
That's okay. I'll work on that.
Or they will think that he is changing his colors to attract a better mate.
And then they'll attack his pregnant wife.
Wait, what?
All right, next week it is. So yeah, see you, folks.
Well, you know what? This conversation needs a nuke.
And we're done.
We need to solve
Ray
this
was talking